Hello again, it's Michael. Um, I wanted to do a video going over the different rhythms that we can do, especially on the single stroke roll. This is important because it'll work in nicely with the rudiments, the continuous roll rudiments. So we already went over some of the rhythms, at least quarter note rhythms, eighth note rhythms, and 16th note rhythms. So I'll briefly go over those. But there's other rhythms kind of in between there that we can play that will help you with your continuous buzz stroke rudiments, but also when we start playing our mass band tunes. So let's just get started. On page 9 of the Doug Stronach book, remember this was in the video previous to this, page 9, it's section 1, and it just talks about the different rhythms. There's no real sticking here, so we're just going to stick with the single stroke roll, okay? So right, left, right, left. So if you look at the first line under that quarter, eighth, and 16th notes, you'll just see 4 quarter notes, all right? So real easy, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, all right? Next, we're going to do eighth notes, and then we're going to do 16th notes. We're going to do this on a metronome so you'll understand where I'm coming from. So we're going to play everything at 60 beats per minute. All right, there's our metronome. 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to play a single stroke roll with quarter notes. So every note will be played on that click. 2, 3, 4, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next rudiment will be eighth notes. It's going to be the single stroke roll rudiment, but then the rhythm is going to be in eighth notes. So simply 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, it's going to be 60 beats per minute. Here we go. 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and stop. All right, next it's going to be 16th notes, right? Just 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Okay, so that's how we count them. 60 beats per minute. 1. Here we go. 2, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, stop. All right, so that was on page 9. Real quickly, we went through quarter notes, eighth notes, 16th notes. Now, let's turn the page to page 11. All right, this is dotted quarter, triplet eighth, and triplet 16th notes. So on that first line, we have these quarter notes, but it's written in 12/8 time. So that means the eighth note gets the beat, and there's going to be 12 beats. But what we have here is a dotted quarter. So the quarter will get 2 beats, and then the dot increases it by half. So each dotted quarter gets 3 beats. 3 times 4 is 12. So that's where your 12 beats come in. So that first line is pretty easy, but it's the counting I want you to get used to. It's the counting is going to be 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, okay? So real quick, we'll just play on that. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Then we're going to move in quickly to our eighth notes, eighth note triplets. So they're triplets because there's 3 of them. And then eighth notes because they're all connected. Those 3 notes are connected by a bar. So that's an eighth note, but there's 3 in a cluster there. So we call them triplets. All right. And so you would just count that, one triplet, two triplet, and every time you do that, you need a stick stroke. One triplet, two triplet, three triplet, four triplet. Then what we're going to do is we're going to quickly move into the 16th note triplets. Now, 16th notes because there's that double bar there. And we call them triplets, but really they're sextuplets, I guess you could call them, but there's 6 notes in there, 2 groups of 3. And we count them like one triplet and triplet. And that would be your 6. So you would count them like this. One triplet and triplet, two triplet and triplet, 3, and so on. So in this next section, we're going to be playing with a metronome, and I'm going to quickly go through each one of those lines. Okay, there's our metronome. 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. One triplet, two triplet, three triplet, four triplet, one triplet, two triplet, three triplet, four triplet. Now, 8th note triplets. 1, 2, ready, play. One triplet, two triplet, three triplet, four triplet, one triplet, two triplet, three triplet, one triplet, two triplet, three triplet, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now we're going to be going to our 16th note triplets. All right, the count is one triplet and triplet, 2. Okay, one triplet and triplet, two triplet and triplet. It's hard to say when we're going this fast, but you'll hear it when I play. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so if we combine those 2 pages, quarter notes, 8th notes, and then in between the 8th and the 16th, if we put in those 8th note triplets, and then 16th notes, and then 16th note triplets, we can play those all in order, just like we did with the last exercise. This is just the different rhythms that you can have, okay? In practice, we'll start syncopating those or omitting some of them. The reason why I wanted to introduce this is because it's going to help with those continuous stroke rolls and your introductory rolls and all that. So just practice those, and at the end of this video I will make a loop of starting with quarter notes and then going through and then going back down to the quarter notes. All right. So I'm going to start off with quarter notes, 8th notes, 8th note triplets, 16th and 16th note triplets. Ready? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Ready? Play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 triplet. E and A, 4 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A. E and A, 2 E and A. So that's a little exercise that we'll do. You just put the metronome on whatever tempo that you want, and then you go through those rhythms: quarter notes, eighth note triplets, 16th notes, and 16th note triplets. You go up, and then you come back down. And that'll be good to just practice changing. You're not changing tempo, you're changing though how many strokes that you have per beat. It's a really good exercise. So in the next video, we'll go over our continuous buzz stroke and be reminded of some of the things we went over in this video. We'll see you next time.